Skip, back here, another Monday, another Skip Scoop. What happened this past weekend for the Hoosiers?
Not a good weekend. I mean, it's one of those things, you're always going to run into one of these stretches in the middle of one of your seasons. This stretch is a little bit longer than we would like, and it happened to be at in-state rival Purdue this weekend. But, yeah, we had another tough conference weekend. Did not play well at all, and unfortunately dropped all three. And now we put ourselves in a position where we're going to, be battling like crazy and kind of, botched up there in the middle of the pack. But, the difference with this group, and I think people need to understand this team, I think you pointed out to me 10 days ago, we're getting top 25. It's a very good baseball team. Just hit a rough stretch right now. But what I like about it is the guys' heads are in the right places, ready to get back to work. The unfortunate part is, with the final stuff that we're in the middle of, you can't get back out there and practice right now. But they're ready to go. They'll be fine.
One of the positives when we were up in West Lafayette is we found out our viewership scales way beyond Bloomington. Had quite a few fans of the Scoop in the crowd.
Well, yeah, I guess we got a lot of people up there in West Lafayette watching the Scoop. I guess they don't have anything better to do than peruse our website, which is fine. No, it was good. I think they were very fond of the hot tub edition of the Skip Scoop, and we heard about it. And I give a lot of credit. Purdue played very well this weekend, and as fans, you get behind that, and it's easy to cheer and do those things. And that's the biggest message with our guys is, you're going to go through stretches like this. You define who you are in stretches like this. As long as you stay strong within, those things turn around. We've got our best baseball yet to play. It matters not what happens at this point in the Big Ten Conference. It's who's playing best at the end, and we still control a lot of things. So I'm very disappointed. We've hit this, don't get me wrong, but I'm also very confident in this group.
And another thing we want to talk about on this week's episode is you figured out a new little thing on Twitter, and people who've been trying to get a hold of you and ask you questions in the past, you were not ignoring them. You just didn't know how to use it. Now people can get interactive and you'll answer their questions.
People probably thought I was a snob on Twitter. I knew how to tweet, but I didn't know that I could get tweets or whatever you call them, retweets or what, back. But I've actually, thanks to you, have figured out how to do that. So if you do tweet me back, I think I can, what do you call that? Retweet, or what's it called?
You can just reply.
Reply. I'll reply. Haven't gotten the lingo down yet, but I got all the other stuff. So, but I enjoy the interaction with the fans and kind of giving them inside access to what's going on with our program.
And when we come back, we'll have a couple special guests.
Absolutely. All right, I've got two guys here, and I'm going to tell you, it's based on the fact because with, when things are going great, you know what, everybody's laughing and having a good time. And I think you define yourself as a person when things aren't going so well. And I have had more emails, I've had more texts, I've had more phone calls of people that think I'm getting ready to jump off a cliff. And so what I wanted to do is bring in two guys who actually got a lot of the attention focused on this weekend. One being Micah Johnson, who I actually pulled out of a game on Sunday because we had a little mix-up with the signal or whatever. And how'd you feel getting taken out of the game, Mike?
I came in the game a little tired. Wasn't really focused all the way. He said go rest on the bench, catch up on some sleep.
And so let me ask you now, in addressing, how are you moving? Are you ready to move forward? I mean, are you ready to move forward, or is your dauber down? Or are you sulking because you got benched on Sunday? Are you ready to move forward?
No, I got adequate 8 hours of sleep last night. Subsequently, I'm ready to go.
See, there you
this
hear that.
Weekend, finals week, academics, student athlete.
So you're ready?
Ready.
Josh, had a bad little go of it on Friday. Kind of benched you for the whole weekend. Are you one of our guys?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Are you ready to go as we move forward? I mean, how'd you feel when you got benched there a little bit?
It was tough, having a little bit of a rough stretch, and just kind of wearing that was a little bit tough, but it happens in sports.
So the reason, again, folks, we brought it together here because if there are any doubters out there that the Hoosiers are not going to turn this thing around, I am showing to you on camera. And the other thing, Kyle, we must have a very high viewership up at West Lafayette because they were bringing out the episode of the hot tub and all that stuff for all those that are watching. And I brought these two in particular because they probably got it the most this weekend. But we're moving forward, and we are ready to roll. And I'll even prove it by giving them a little hug right here, a little group hug. So check us out this week. All right, Kyle, let's change things up this week, and we got some questions of the week coming in. I'll keep our special guests around and let them maybe weigh in on this. This comes from Lori and Mickey. When not playing at Simbauer Field, and I know who Lori and Mickey is. When not playing at Simbauer Field, what is your favorite baseball field to play on? Mike,
In the Big Ten, you think?
your favorite baseball field to play on?
Probably the Whataburger Classic was nice.
The Whataburger Classic.
Down in Texas.
Down in Texas?
Well, there's a few nice Big Ten fields, but I think my favorite is we go down Florida or Texas to play on those minor league parks.
Well, I'm going to tell you, on that theme, my favorite one is the one in Columbus that we're going to be playing on in about 3 or 4 weeks.
It's a nice field.
Columbus, when we play in the Big Ten tournament. Awesome park. Great question. Lori and Mickey, travel safe. This comes from Tom and Cincy. What's the status of former pitcher Matt Bayshore? I have not heard or seen any current updates. Matt, I do know, had surgery. I actually tried to text Matt here when I got your question to find out. I know he's probably, I think he's in extended spring training on rehab. Either one of you guys heard anything on Matt?
I've heard he's coming along pretty good after surgery.
Coming along and surgery on the elbow, wasn't it? Yeah. So Matt, it's a good question, but there's no doubt if he's healthy, he's as good as there is. These days you see kids that are not only baseball or football, only one sport at a very young age. So my question is, when looking for a next crop of Hoosiers, do you look for baseball-only athletes or multi-sport athletes? As much as he would like to claim.
I'm a multi-sport athlete. I was recruited for baseball, but they knew I had other potential in other sports.
And what's the thing he always lies about? I beat
Greg Oden.
In what?
One-on-one.
In a video game.
One-on-one.
Probably. What were you? Multi?
I played basketball a lot.
Yeah.
From Indianapolis, you grow up playing a lot of sports.
Yeah, so there you have your answer. I mean, we look for multi-sport athletes. And on a serious note, most definitely, and that's probably truly Scott from Dartown. That's probably one of the most difficult things for me to keep my mouth shut is when I see high school coaches that make kids decide one sport and discourage them from playing others, because I think it's very valuable for them to play multi-sports. You always want kids competing. Rolling into the pictures of the week, and before, and I'm going to put you on the spot, Kyle, we snapped this picture. Where were we?
Iowa
in
City.
Iowa City. And as you can tell, he likes to dress up. He's always in the forefront of fashion. But check out this picture of Micah in the lobby at Iowa. I don't know that I would be caught dead in those shoes right there.
Skip, geniuses, they always have hits and misses. This is obviously one
This
of
was a
Micah's
miss.
misses.
Yeah, if they were going to rate that in People magazine, it would definitely be on the miss list. The next picture, this comes from Lori and Mickey, and it looks like they are doing great in Cocoa Beach. I love the shirts, and those are a couple of the fine ladies that work around and work with our program here at Assembly Hall, and holy cow, I'd love to be with them right now. It looks like they're having a great time. And our weekly submission from Ross Dickerson. As you can see, Ross is scaling that rock. He's got his IU hat dirty. But if you find, and I was looking at the picture, it is no doubt, look at the second picture. I knew there had to be a gimmick associated with that. But that is our weekly submission from Ross, and keep those babies coming. But hey, we're off this week until Wednesday. The kids are in finals week. We've got a good home series with Northwestern this weekend, looking to get back at it and get ourselves back out there and get these big boys getting after it again, because there's no quit in this group. I can tell you that for sure. We got a wonderful group of kids, and look forward to you joining us next week on Skip Scoop.